Excuse me. Welcome back to Super Sentai Review, episode number 404. Yeah, I know it's been 3 weeks since I did the last one. I finally finished the anime I was working on, well, first season anyway, so basically today. And it took a while anyway, because I was watching another anime. I was rewatching it. Not for you, just basically for fun. And that was How Realistic Hero of the Kingdom. Yeah, basically the last few days I've been rewatching a lot of really good anime I really enjoyed. First Pill of Pharmacy, and then the Aristocrats of World Adventure, Farm of the World, and then How Realistic Hero of the Kingdom. And then of course I finished up Peter Grell, obviously. So this one is discussing a movie that I probably should have discussed a while ago, but I kept delaying it and delaying it and delaying it, and now I'm working on it. I decided to watch it. It's not a bad movie per se. It's just that, well, I've heard also people have some issues with Kyuranger. I mean, I like some stuff for Kyuranger. Kyuranger. Yes, this is Kyuranger episode Stinger. I have been delaying this for quite a while, and now I got it done. I was thinking of doing this after I finished watching Kyuranger, but I figured I'm back on Sentai, get this done first, so it's not basically in my way. So, now this movie's set between the present day set between episodes 34 and 36, but also it's a follow-up to a web series which I did not watch, involving the Kyurangers going undercover as high schoolers. Also, Raptor is not in this movie for some reason. Yeah. Raptor's not here, and the first Federation president, he's not here either. Which, that's interesting. They have pretty much everyone else here except for those two. As for why they're here, it's not explained in the movie what the heck they are. Not really. It is kind of weird that this movie is set, basically, the present day stuff set during that period of time, and those two are not there. But everyone else is there. So, movie opens up, basically, with the Kyurangers in their Megazord, just dealing with, basically, a villain from the high school series, one of the cover students. They've had a principal, and there's also the guy, Zabuzu, who apparently someone that, well, we also have Champ going Berserk, which that was the storyline in the series. And of course, Stinger after him. And then we flash back to 6 months prior to this. Presumably, this story, this flashback, is the off-screen adventure that Stinger and Champ went on during the time they were independent. And probably an episode they missed when they were off for like one episode. So, basically, they just go around just looking for basically, they're just looking for Stinger, and not Stinger, looking for Scorpio. They don't find him, and after eating some after going various places, they apparently like, oh, let's look at this governor, and then they just have to come across this town, which, yeah, I don't call this a town. It looks like a damaged skyscraper. It looks like a garage. You call this a town? Seriously? What the heck is this? And also they're persecuting, there's also this girl named Mika who has got an alien arm, and she's persecuted for having her arm look like this. Though it's later revealed this was actually manipulation. The whole persecution. I'm like, really? Because her arm is not human? They don't consider her human because her arm is weird? I'm like, that is so freaking stupid. That is by far the most stupidest thing I have ever heard of. Like, my gosh. Yeah, for a place called a town, it is just people inside of a warehouse. That's literally what this is. And they save her. Of course, she's hesitant to kill these people for some reason. Not sure why she's hesitant for, but she is. Sorry about that. So, yeah, basically Champ and Stinger basically course, she says something like, "I seek power." That is all. And there was a flashback to Scorpio saying that. And we kind of show his clan massacre that they mentioned early on in the series when he first showed up. And here's the thing. It's like he just killed... Like, for a massacre of the... Like, here's the thing. According to Stinger, he says his brother killed their clan. Last time I checked, a clan is more than 10 people. A clan is basically like, I don't know, about 40 people maybe, or more. This seems like a small group. Like, because I'm sure this movie was going to show the scene where he's in the main series, because all they show is him just showing up and presumably killing members of his clan. And I'm sure that the writers must have thought, hey, let's take an idea from Naruto with this. Because I'm sure they probably thought of Naruto, didn't think of Hunter x Hunter, even though that series did before Naruto did, with the whole thing of the older brother massacring the clan. But here's the thing, Naruto did this better because they actually show more than 10 people. They show, like, I think about 100 people getting killed in a span of like a few minutes. For that massacre, which is to show detail later in the series, but this is just stupid. Like, for him supposedly killing them, he is using this sword, slicing them up it, like presumably killing them, and it seems very cartoonish. Like one slash, like that's it, and like using a staff, like what the heck is this? I mean, it's also a Scorpion in the movie, but my gosh. This looked freaking terrible. Like, and this is one thing I've heard also the main series was accused of. You're probably thinking, what is that? Well, for supposedly, for these alien planets, it's just Japan, just with a few just a few, like, non-Earth plants. And I'm like, Toei had a budget. They had basically, like, yeah, the way they have the alien planets thing was so freaking dumb. It's just Japan. That's literally what it is. It's almost like for the show, it's like they ran out of budget when it comes to sets and some other stuff. Yeah, so then apparently it's she's working with the governor, and then eventually like she's trapped with Stinger at one point, where apparently she's got some access to him. And they ends up freeing her, and then she frees him, and then she goes off on her own, and then off screen she gets captured by her own townspeople, and then she proceeds to kill them all with her alien arm. Yeah, she's actually half human, half this whatever alien thing this, and they saw her killing like normal adults, including like teenagers, and heck, it's shown later on she killed a child. I'm like, damn. Yes, I do gotta admit, the size of these people, yeah, I can kind of buy this as a small town, but the area they're in, I don't buy that at all. Like, if you're gonna show a small town, how about, I don't know, show more than a freaking warehouse? That's the thing I don't buy about this scene, is that for supposedly a town, it's literally a small area. But at least the town, the people there, I can buy that. And the way she does the massacre, I can, like, this massacre, I think, in the terms of storytelling, was probably shown a lot better, and this massacre was better than one shown in flashback with Stinger, where he just killed, like, supposedly killed, like, 5 people and called that a massacre? Seriously? Oh yeah, then eventually, like, some people were killed, like, off-screen. Like, it's really, like, they made it very dark in the series. Here it's just plain bad. So, then apparently after killing her townspeople, she is made a governor, of course given power by Don Armago, making a quick cameo in this movie, which is interesting. No surprise, given the fact that he is the main villain of the series. It is quite surprising to see him here. Yes, it is. And then we have this weird thing happen to her, like her face looks like her arms are affected somehow. And then she transforms with the governor device. and it looks incomplete. It's like, did they run a budget on the costume? Yeah, this I thought was really weird. Like, it seems like a lot of this movie, like, basically, like, it's like, oh, we gotta save all our money for the last 10 minutes of this movie, which is this massive action sequence. And and basically, the thing is like, oh, her thing shows over her shoulder, covers part of her head except for exposed her mouth, and covers part of her chest and shows like a spine. I'm like, that's it. That seems like a partial transformation for someone that's supposed to be a transformation. It's like they made a partial suit and call it a day. I'm like, what the heck is this? And then they destroy this transformation thing. And then she's killed by the governor. And then they see him later on. Apparently he's now a chief retainer. Yes, a chief retainer. Which I think that's probably like a made up like title for this movie. I get the fact that, well, shoguns have retainers. Fine. But I think the case of the series is that they made this out for this one character. And my guess is they probably must have a budget for a Megazord sequence because, well, we get to get this here. It's a big action sequence. Like, okay, so you have Champ who's gone berserk someplace, so they'll find the problem. And then they have the rest of Kyuranger show up, and they transform this big action sequence, and eventually Zabu, the guy looks like a freaking totem pole. He's destroyed, and does not go giant size. And I'm thinking of the scene like, while I was watching this, I look at the runtime like, wait, you have like 2 minutes left and you have no time for a mega sequence? Oh, because you used the beginning of the movie? It's possible, who knows? And he's destroyed. Good sequence. I'm like, wait, you do realize though he probably still has that black morpher thing. Make a giant size. Either that or I think they must use a lot of money on the explosions. Like, these look like callous explosions from Power Rangers. All the explosions, this scene, like, oh, we see you flying all over the place. There's even like a big explosion behind him. Like, eventually he's destroyed, and you have Stinker demorph, and like, it seems like 6 explosions. Like, they spend a lot of budget on these explosions more than I don't know cost. And also, before they left, apparently the commander decided to give him like an empty hero globe, and it's filled by Mika's power. Yes, seriously. Yeah, it's filled by her power, and then he uses it. It's a good like extension for him where his arm transforms into a drill. I'm like, okay, I do like this. I thought it was really cool here. And eventually destroy. The other thing I like about Mika herself, it's like, okay, her outfit is a tank top, short shorts, and like a version of sneakers. I'm like, this seems like a normal person. I get the I also praise the fact that the actress that cast to play Mika is a very beautiful woman. No denying that. And this movie only came out 7 years ago. This doesn't look too bad. I do like the part here where excuse me. Sorry, I have to keep blowing my nose. My nose keeps getting stuffy. I do praise basically also when they show people after they get killed, they kind of degrade the camera coloring here to make it seem like an actual battle happened here, which I gotta praise the fact that we did that. That was actually really cool that they did that. And of course everything goes back to normal pretty quickly. And it's almost like the whole side story is like Birds Have Forgotten. It's, like I said, it's not a terrible movie per se. It's just, it's not as good as the other movies were. I mean, I liked the Decoranger one that they had for at least a period of time. Yeah, Gavin vs. Decoranger, I thought it was awesome. I did not think of the same when it came to Gavin versus, Space Squad versus Kyuranger. I did not think the same of that one. I felt as though that was a big disappointment. This movie, like, I was looking forward to watching the movie, definitely. But I felt as though, basically, there could have been more. Like, did I think the movie should be longer? Not really. Well, actually, no. It should have been about 5 minutes longer because the ending should have had a Megazord sequence. But no, it doesn't. The Megazord scenes begin the movie for like a minute, and it's done. And presumably they killed the villain off from the high school series. Yeah, by the way, that villain, he's not part of the main series. Nope, he's made for this movie, along with the other guy. Yep. But now I'm going to save this movie. So, next episode we'll be discussing, go back to Kyuranger. Okay? So, that's it particular video. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications, and do the like button. Okay? Thanks, you. Bye. Man, go.